हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू एजुगिरिया। आज हम 5th फेब का द हिंदू एनालिसिस करेंगे। आई एम सो सॉरी फॉर नॉट बीइंग लाइक एबल टू टेक द क्लासेस रेगुलरली, बट आई थिंक अब से रेगुलर होंगी। हमारे ये 3 बैकलॉग है, जिसमें से एक बजट का न्यूज़पेपर है। 3rd 4th का मैं आज ट्राई करूँगी कर दूँ, और बजट हम हाफ हाफ करके कर देंगे। तो 5th फरवरी का आज करते हैं। मणिपुर के प्रेसिडेंट, मणिपुर में प्रेसिडेंट रूल लगा हुआ था, दैट हैज कम टू एन एंड, एंड खेमचंद इज द न्यू सीएम ऑफ मणिपुर। दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। दिस क्वेश्चन यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट इन ऑल द एग्जाम्स। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर मणिपुर के न्यू सीएम, मणिपुर, एक मिनट, मणिपुर न्यू सीएम। तो मणिपुर के अंदर प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल लगा हुआ था। व्हाट इज प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल? प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल इज दैट द स्टेट इज अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट। ठीक है ना, सीएम, कैबिनेट, काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स कुछ भी फंक्शन नहीं कर रहे हैं, एंड द स्टेट इज अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट। तो दैट इज व्हाट इज प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल। ठीक है, तो मणिपुर में प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल लगा हुआ था, बट नाउ प्रेसिडेंट रूल हटा करके न्यू सीएम हैज कम टू पावर। ठीक है, तो हु इज द सीएम? किसका है? बीजेपी लेड एनडीए का। ठीक है ना, नेशनल डेमोक्रेटिक अलायंस का। एनडीए स्टैंड्स फॉर नेशनल डेमोक्रेटिक, ठीक है ना। नाउ वाई प्रेसिडेंट रूल? ये भी तो एक क्वेश्चन है। प्रेसिडेंट रूल क्यों लगा? क्योंकि यहाँ पर वायलेंस हो गया था 2023 में। वायलेंस टुक प्लेस बिटवीन मेती कम्युनिटी एंड कुकीजो कम्युनिटी। व्हाई डिड द वायलेंस टुक प्लेस? नाउ मेती कम्युनिटी wants to be a scheduled tribe community, while Kukizo are scheduled tribe communities, right? Now they don't want Metis to become scheduled tribe. This was the point of violence between the two. Now, who is the new CM and he belongs to which community is also very very important. ठीक है ना, तो it is युम नाम, युम नाम खेमचंद सिंह। ठीक है ना, क्या नाम है? युम नाम। तो आप कैसे याद कर सकते हो? गुम नाम, युम, गम से याद कर सकते हो, चुइंग गम, यम, तो यमराज से यम नाम खेमचंद सिंह। ठीक है ना, ये याद हो गया। नाउ दिस, ही इज द सीएम ऑफ मणिपुर एंड ही बिलोंग्स टू विच कम्युनिटी? ही बिलोंग्स टू मेती कम्युनिटी। ठीक है ना, ये मेती कम्युनिटी को बिलोंग करते हैं। ठीक है, अलायंस विद मेती एज द लीडर, मेती लीडर। ठीक है ना, मेती, ही इज अ मेती, एंड ब्रॉट एट एन एंड टू नियरली अ ईयर ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल। ठीक है, नाउ प्रेसिडेंट रूल कम्स टू एन एंड, लिखेंगे प्रेसिडेंट रूल कम्स टू एन एंड। ठीक है ना, हु इज द गवर्नर ऑफ मणिपुर? इट इज अजय कुमार भल्ला। ठीक है, यमनाम खेमचंद एज द स्टेट सेकेंड चीफ मिनिस्टर सिंस 2022 इलेक्शन। नाउ हु वाज द पहले चीफ मिनिस्टर? कौन थे? 2022 में इलेक्शन हुए, तो हु बिकेम द चीफ मिनिस्टर? इट वाज नोंगथोम्बाम बीरेन सिंह। Okay, now he had to resign due to ethnic conflict between Metis and Kukizo community that broke on 3rd May 2023. The BJP's Kangpokpi MLA Nemcha Kingpin from Kukizo community. Now there are deputy CMs also. 2 deputy CMs have been appointed. One is Nemcha Kipgen. He is from Kukizo community. And MLA Losi Dekho, Naga leader, यहाँ से नोट करेंगे ये सारा। नागा लीडर रिप्रेजेंटिंग माओ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी वाज स्worn इन एज डेप्यूटी सीएम। ठीक है ना, तो ये दो सीएम डेप्यूटी सीएम्स हैव आल्सो बीन अपॉइंटेड। हु आर द डेप्यूटी सीएम? एक है नेमचा किपगेन, दूसरी इज लॉसी डिखो। ठीक है ना, दीज आर द टू। There will always be challenges. We will prioritize peace and work for the state's development and growth, Mr. Khemchand Singh said. ठीक है, उसके बाद denied phone use, 3 minor girls jumped off balcony in Ghaziabad. Now these girls were thrown away from the school because of their addiction and probably whatnot. ठीक है, अब they were addicted to cartoons, Korean TV shows. Parents ने restrict किया तो दे कमिटेड सुसाइड। ठीक है, दिस इज अ केस ऑफ गाजियाबाद, उत्तर प्रदेश। ठीक है, नियरली अ ईयर आफ्टर फॉर्मर मणिपुर चीफ मिनिस्टर एन बीरेन सिंह रिजाइंड ऑन February 9th. नाउ दिस इज important. वी कैन कंटिन्यू द पॉइंटर्स ऑफ द अबव टॉपिक इटसेल्फ। 8th पॉइंट क्या बनेगा हमारा? दैट जो एन बीरेन सिंह थे, एन बीरेन सिंह लिखेंगे, एन बीरेन सिंह रिजाइंड ऑन 9th Feb 2025. So N. Biren Singh, he resigned when? He resigned on 9th Feb 2025, leading to President's rule. President Draupadi Murmu revoked the order on Wednesday to facilitate the return of a popular government. Bharatiya Janata Party leader Yumnam Khemchand Singh was sworn as the 13th Chief Minister. So he is the 13th Chief Minister. ठीक है ना, ये हम लिख लेंगे उनके नाम के आगे। ही इज द 13th CM ऑफ मणिपुर, 13th CM ऑफ मणिपुर। ओके, उसके बाद आगे चलेंगे। While presenting the Union Budget 26-27, a considerable part of the Finance Minister's budget speech dealt with expenditure program that will be launched to enable India to become developed by 2047. So the budget was more about expenditure wherein India can become a developed nation, that is Viksit Bharat. 2047 is Viksit Bharat. That is what we are seeing. What is the concept of Viksit Bharat? It is the concept of a developed nation. Right now we are a developing country, right? So that is the concept. The emphasis on the advanced technology sector such as artificial intelligence, biopharma, semiconductor and critical minerals, among others. The concern with these expenditure program is on how well they are going to be implemented and the pace at which they will be implemented. So ये कह रहे हैं कि इस बार ये जो बजट है वो ज़्यादा इस इमेज से बनाया गया है, इस इंटेंशन से बनाया गया है। एक तो इन्होंने जो मतलब अपकमिंग टेक्नोलॉजी सेक्टर्स हैं, एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी सेक्टर्स हैं, जैसे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, सेमीकंडक्टर, इनके ऊपर ज़्यादा प्रोग्राम्स लेकर आए हैं एंड अल्टीमेटली प्रोग्राम्स लेकर आए हैं कि जो इंडिया है वो क्या बन सके, वो विकसित भारत बन सके। क्या बन सके? विकसित भारत। एंड व्हाट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ विकसित भारत? दैट इज दैट इंडिया शुड बिकम अ डेवलप्ड नेशन, ओके, एंड इंडिया शुड बिकम अ डेवलप्ड नेशन बाय 2047, राइट। नाउ ऑस्ट्रेलियन ओपन, कार्लोस अल्काराज। Now Alcaraz is a car, Hyundai की Alcaraz आती है, तो that is how you can learn Alcaraz। ठीक है ना, या फिर अलका का कोई राज किसी को पता है, कार्लोस को पता है अलका का राज। Now he won his maiden, now first, that is first, maiden is first, right? His maiden को underline करके उस पे first लिख लेंगे, maiden Grand Slam title at 2022 US Open and scaled the pinnacle of ATP ranking. So this is tennis. Now he has also won the Australian Open. Won 2026 Australian Open from Novak Djokovic. So he won from Novak Djokovic. So this is a very, very big thing. Alcaraz is the youngest to complete a Grand Slam, 4 majors at least one. He has won the major tennis tournaments, which are called Grand Slams, at least once. And he is surpassing Rafael Nadal's record of 24 years, 3 months and 10 days. Right? He is at the age of 22 years. So he's the youngest to do so. So this is important. and therefore you need to note this. Okay, so very very important is that Carlos Alcaraz has won the Australian Open 2026 Australian Open from Novak Djokovic, and this is the news with regard to tennis. The rupture between Europe and Donald Trump's US. Now what is happening in the world? If we sit back and see what happened, like USA and Europe, they were best of friends. Why? Because USA was the protector of Europe. That if someone say something to me, you are going to send the soldiers, you're going to give me the weapons, you're going to protect me, and everything was going good. Now that is why they also created something called NATO. That is what is NATO? North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Now, what was NATO? That if A to D are members of NATO, A to D are countries and they are members of NATO. If ever attacks B, A, C, and D are also going to fight that war with B, as if they were also attacked. Now, USA was their protector, they were chilling, they were like, okay, fine, they were doing, we would say that, oh, Europe is so good and all of that, but because they were not spending their money on military, USA was doing that for them, and they were not running behind power, they were doing what USA was saying, and life was good for them, right? But now, what happened? Now, USA asked for Greenland. Okay, USA ने बोला कि भाई मुझे Greenland चाहिए. Now, what is Greenland? Greenland is a territory of Denmark. ठीक है, Greenland is a territory of Denmark, and the entire Europe was shaken कि ये हमसे कैसे मांग सकता है. Now, when it happened, Europe had to send military and all of whatever they had to Greenland. As of now, like as of 2026, Europe is not like having enough power to save itself if some country, like if some strong country like Russia attacks them, or maybe USA attacks them, they are not having the power to save themselves. But having said that, USA का इतना पता चल गया यूरोप को, अब यूरोप बैठेगा तो नहीं हाथ पे हाथ धर के. यूरोप क्या करेगा? यूरोप भी वेपन्स इकट्ठे करेगा, यूरोप भी मिलिट्री बनाएगा, क्योंकि यूरोप को पता चल गया कि बिकॉज आई ट्रस्टेड यूएसए, because I said, okay, USA, you are the one who's going to protect me, USA has misused that trust today. So what is going to happen in future? Europe is going to have its own military, Europe is going to invest in weapons, and Europe is also going to have its own relation with other countries. It is not going to see that, okay, USA is aligned to India, I can do something. USA is not aligned to India, I won't do anything. No, now they are going to have their own policies. So that is what has been talked about in this article as well. Let's read it together. The rupture between Europe and Donald Trump's US over Greenland may be papered over in time. वो कह रहे हिस्ट्री में लिखा जाएगा ये. But Europe's the trust in USA as a reliable NATO ally has been irreparably broken. So they are saying that the trust between USA and Europe has broken. Europe is never going to trust USA ever again, right? As the last remaining arms control treaty. Now, the START treaty between Russia and USA, that is going to come to an end in February. What does that treaty says? Between Russia and Russia and USA, that it limits the number of nuclear weapons that both the countries can have. Right? So Greenland issue is Trump is saying I want Greenland. Denmark का है ये, ठीक है ना, तो इसलिए इनके बीच में इश्यूज बुरे हो गए हैं. द सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज स्टेट द यूजीसी प्रमोशन ऑफ इक्विटी इन हायर एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन रेगुलेशन 2026 holding that they are ambiguous and can be misused. This we have already noted that these guidelines are not good enough. Okay, still we can make notes so that we are able to revise. So Supreme Court stayed university grants commission promotion of equity in higher education institutions regulations 2026. Why they have been stayed? Because holding that they are ambiguous and can be misused. ठीक है ना? अम, ठीक है, यूजीसी 2012 गाइडलाइंस regulations are going to remain in force. In 2012, the UGC framed regulations aimed at promoting equity and preventing discrimination on university campus. इसका aim क्या था? Aim at preventing discrimination on यूनिवर्सिटी कैंपस. तो यूनिवर्सिटी कैंपस में डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ना हो. ठीक है, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन शुड नॉट टेक प्लेस at the university campus. This is what UGC 2012 rules are all about. ठीक है ना? These regulations define discrimination as any act that nullifies or impairs. तो यहाँ पर बेसिकली डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, एक तो जो न्यू लॉ है उसके अंदर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन एंड कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हैज बीन डिफाइंड. लाइक टू प्रोविजंस आर देयर. एक तो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन को डिफाइन कर रहे हैं और एक कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन को डिफाइन कर रहे हैं. और वो कह रहे हैं कि कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन सिर्फ SC ST OBC के साथ ही हो सकती है. तो ये कह रहे हैं कि and no complaint can be done if there was a false complaint filed by a SC ST or OBC category student against someone else, right? तो ये है, तो ये प्रोटेस्ट है. लाइक द प्रोटेस्ट इज ऑल अबाउट दिस. 2019 में 2 बच्चों ने सुसाइड कर ली थी, उसके अगेंस्ट ही सुप्रीम कोर्ट गए थे और यूजीसी ने कमिटी फॉर्मुलेट करी. तो अगर हम इस केस का टाइमलाइन देखें तो 2019 रोहित वेमुला in 2016 and Payal Tadvi in 2019 committed suicide. Allegations of caste discrimination. Their mothers had moved the Supreme Court for Supreme Court moved to Supreme Court. लिखेंगे move to Supreme Court for stricter enforcement of 2012 regulations. And therefore, during the course, UGC reformed committee to review the framework ठीक है ना. and 2016 in 26 publish the rules. So in Amritunjay Tiwari versus Union of India, Supreme Court observed that some of the provisions of the regulations are ambiguous and could be misused. तो ये नोट करना है. तभी ये स्टे इसलिए कर दिया गया है बिकॉज अगर फॉल्स कंप्लेंट कोई फाइल करता है तो उसके अगेंस्ट, ठीक है ना, कोई भी लाइक देयर इज नो प्रोविजन फॉर दैट. Okay, so the articles that are relevant to this thing are Article 14, which talks about equality, Article 15 that prohibits discrimination by the state only on the ground of race, religion, caste, sex and place of birth. ठीक है. उसके बाद why are Meta and WhatsApp facing a judicial ultimatum? Meta and WhatsApp. Now WhatsApp was saying that whatever information I have with regard to the people who are using WhatsApp, ठीक है, I will share it with my parent company, that is Meta, that is Facebook जो हुआ करती थी, right? Now Supreme Court is saying this is not right. ठीक है, वो कह रहे कि हमने तो लोगों से परमिशन ली है जो हमारा ऐप यूज कर रहे हैं. वो कह रहे हैं कि a person maybe some servant, right, an illiterate person, how is using WhatsApp, but do they know what they are signing up for? So this is not right. This you cannot do. The Supreme Court has given an ultimatum to Meta and So ultimatum, the court has said Meta must provide an undertaking to stop sharing personal data or face the dismissal of its case and very strict conditions. As the case heads towards interim directions on 9th February, the message is clear. So now the Supreme Court is saying that you need to give an undertaking that you won't share the information. So what is basically Meta wants to do, wants to share. So WhatsApp wants to share the personal information of its customers with Meta. ठीक है ना? So Meta, the parent company of WhatsApp, has treated user data as the exhaust of its messaging engine, a valuable byproduct to be harvested. India Supreme Court suggested different metaphor, theft. तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोला ये तो चोरी है, ठीक है ना, जो आप कर रहे हो, सो आप अपनी डोमिनेंस का मिसयूज कर रहे हो. सो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्या बोला? मिसयूज ऑफ डोमिनेंस, misuse of dominance. And what, so basically ये कर क्या रहे हैं? They are 2021 लिखेंगे, 2021 WhatsApp issued take it or leave it update to its private policy. Update allowed for increased data sharing between messaging app and its parent company Meta. तो यहाँ पर इसने बोला कि भैया अगर रहना है, अगर आपको WhatsApp यूज करना है तो हम डाटा शेयर करेंगे, ठीक है ना. तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा ये मिसयूज ऑफ डोमिनेंस है, दिस इज थेफ्ट, ठीक है ना. तो ये आप लिखेंगे, ये दो चीजें नोट करेंगे. और अब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्या कहा, ये दो चीजें अगर आपको पता है तो यू आर गुड टू गो. सो फाइनली WPL वाज वन बाय रॉयल चैलेंजर्स बेंगलुरु, ठीक है. ये हम कल के न्यूज़पेपर में पढ़ ही लेंगे, बट मैंने आज चेक किया बिकॉज मुझे क्यूरियोसिटी थी. निकोलस मडूरोज आउटस्टर ट्रम्प्स ऑयल ब्लॉकेड पुश क्यूबा. सो अब क्यूबा को ऑयल वेनेजुएला से आ रहा था. क्यूबा जो है वो फूड इंडस्ट्री वहाँ पर ज़्यादा है. अगर ऑयल वहाँ पर नहीं पहुँचेगा तो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट नहीं होगी एंड देयरफॉर वहाँ की जो इंडस्ट्री है वो हिट होगी, ठीक है ना. अब ट्रम्प जो है उसने बोला कि क्यूबा को कोई भी ऑयल नहीं देगा, ठीक है ना. तो यहाँ पर यूएस मिलिट्री ऑपरेशन इन वेनेजुएला दैट अबडक्टेड प्रेसिडेंट मडूरो, ठीक है. और यूएस ने बोला है कि आप ट्रम्प ऑन जनवरी 29 थ्रेटनिंग प्यूनिटिव टैरिफ्स ऑन एनी कंट्री दैट सेल्स ऑयल टू क्यूबा. तो क्यूबा को सारा ऑयल वेनेजुएला से जा रहा था, वेनेजुएला से ऑयल भी ट्रम्प नहीं देने दे रहे हैं क्यूबा को. तो ये प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. तो अब देखते हैं क्यूबा कैसे सर्वाइव करता है, क्योंकि क्यूबा के पास जितना ऑयल है वो बहुत कम है, जो दिन आ रहे हैं उसके अंदर मतलब वो सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाएगा. टॉक्स विद रशिया, तो रशिया और यूक्रेन टॉक कर रहे हैं, बात कर रहे हैं कहाँ पर? अबू धाबी में. तो रशिया यूक्रेन टॉक्स टेकिंग प्लेस इन अबू धाबी, ठीक है. जी कॉल्स म्यूचुअल रिस्पेक्ट इन ट्रम्प कॉल इशूज ताइवान वार्निंग. तो ताइवान को यूएसए ने वेपन्स प्रोवाइड कर रहा है यूएसए, तो चाइना ने कॉल किया कि भाई मत कर आर्म सेलिंग, ठीक है ना. अब ये क्यों होता है? बिकॉज चाइना कहता है कि ताइवान मेरा पार्ट है, ताइवान कहता है कि आई एम एन इंडिपेंडेंट नेशन, ठीक है ना. तो मैं इंडिपेंडेंटली सभी कंट्री से डील करूंगा, बट चाइना को ये बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं है. और चाइना कहते हैं किसी ना किसी दिन तो अटैक करके मैं तुम पर कब्जा कर ही लूंगा. Willingness to pay up may not save bank scam colluders. Now, what has happened? Anil Dhirubhai Ambani group. So basically, they are involved in a bank fraud, right? तो ये लिखेंगे अनिल धीरूभाई अंबानी group, that is ADAG, involved in bank scam. Now, what is the question? They are saying, Anil Dhirubhai Ambani group is saying that, okay, fine. If we have misused public funds, ठीक है ना, ठीक है ना. Now, if intention, ठीक है ना. Now they are saying ready to pay off. Now this company is ready to pay off the amount जो भी bank scam हुआ है. Supreme Court says, SC says, if intention from the beginning, right? Intention from the beginning was to siphon off public funds, ठीक है ना. अगर आपकी पहले से ही you had planned, ठीक है ना, not save bank scam colluders. Now that is what they're saying कि अगर अनिल धीरूभाई अंबानी ग्रुप में ठीक है पहले से ही प्लान कर रखा था कि हमें पब्लिक का मनी मिसयूज करना है तो इवन इफ यू आर रेडी टू पे ऑफ यू विल बी पनिश्ड. You cannot get away from the punishment. ठीक है ना. If their intention to siphon off public funds from the very beginning, such kind of offences cannot be compounded just because you are willing to pay. ठीक है ना. Supreme Court says such offences, क्या कह रहे हैं Supreme Court से, such offences cannot be compounded just because you are willing to pay. ठीक है ना. So this is the case. Now a sociologist has died. Name of the sociologist is Andrei Petile. Died, and he is a socialist. Who is he? He's a socialist. आगे चलेंगे. Indian cities could see. Now they are saying that higher temperature हो सकता है Indian cities में. One of the cities that they have named is Patiala, that is in Punjab. They are saying can face really high temperatures in the coming future because of climate change. Denotified tribes seek constitutional recognition, separate census entry. Now this is a detailed one. Let's do it. Denotified. Now, denotified tribes, they have a very long history. So the Britishers used to consider them as criminals and they were actually notified as criminals, right? Then the law was denotified and they were known as denotified tribes. So they are basically denotified tribes, nomadic tribes, जिनको हम बंजारा भी बोलते हैं, ठीक है ना, and semi nomadic tribes. ठीक है. Across the country are coming together to pushing for a separate column for themselves in census 2027. तो 2027 के सेंसस में कह रहे हैं कि हमारा अलग से सेपरेट कॉलम होना चाहिए, हम लोग शेड्यूल कास्ट शेड्यूल ट्राइब के साथ नहीं होने वाले हैं, ठीक है ना. देयर डिमांड इज फॉर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रिकॉर्ड ऑफ डिनोटिफाइड ट्राइब इन अ शेड्यूल ऑन पार विद as demand constitutional recognition. Sorry, I am not sure that right now in which column they are put. I'm not sure if they are considered SC/ST, but yes, they are asking that there should be a separate column for them. That is what is for sure. Okay, demand constitutional recognition of DN tribes like scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and OBC. In Feb 2027, India will conduct a caste census. So now we are conducting a caste census. 2027, India is going to conduct caste census. Feb 2027, India will conduct caste enumeration for the first time since 1931. ठीक है ना. So 5 years later, list of scheduled caste came in the form of Government of India Scheduled Caste Order. Half a century earlier, 1871, a colonial law had classified entire communities, particularly nomadic and semi-nomadic tribes, as criminal. So now in 1871, they were notified as criminals by the Britishers, and this was denotified in 1952. This you need to note it down. ठीक है ना, because ये mostly उसके बाद the Social Justice Minister now recommended to the Office of Registrar General of India that these denotified be included in census. The Office of RG has agreed to include them in next year's caste enumeration. तो यहाँ पे लिखेंगे द सोशल जस्टिस मिनिस्ट्री recommended registrar general of India that these tribes be included in census. RGI agreed. तो इनका सेंसस हो रहा है, ये अग्री कर गए हैं, बट इनका सेपरेट कॉलम होगा या नहीं ये पता नहीं. The Criminal Tribes Act was first enacted in 1871 and then amended in 1924, being officially repealed in 1952. Act said it was for the registration, surveillance and control of certain criminal tribes and enunciates discrimination criminal tribes. तो ये basically offenses, जो criminal offenses में बहुत ज़्यादा involved थी ये, ठीक है ना, addicted to committing non-bailable offences. These communities were among the first to confront the British and sustain the struggle. That is why the colonial government classified us as criminal tribes. So this is what the activist for this tribe is saying. The previous National Commission for Denotified Tribes, so there was a National Commission for Denotified Tribes. They identified 1200 such tribes. In 2017, more tribes were recognized. Commission listed 267 DNT communities that have not been classified. So this also you need to note down, okay? And they are not given any caste certificates as such, but yes, there is a scheme that runs for them that is known as SEED scheme, that is for their social Department of Social Justice and Empowerment is running scheme for their welfare. This also you can note. So now cooperative cab service is coming up. Cooperative cab service, जैसे उबर ओला है ना, उबर ओला के जैसा अमूल इज अ कोऑपरेटिव, वैसा सही कार सर्विस आ रहा है उबर ओला जैसा, बट वो कोऑपरेटिव कार सर्विस है जिसको भारत टैक्सी बोला जा रहा है, ठीक है ना. तो वो लॉन्च कर दिया गया, हैज बीन लॉन्च्ड. This was being launched by Union Ministry of Home Affairs and Cooperation. Amit Shah, first cooperative-based ride-hailing platform, Bharat Taxi. This you need to note, very, very important. Conceptualized as a transformative initiative in mobility sector, placing drivers referred to as Sarthis at the center of ownership. So यहाँ पर drivers referred to as Sarthis placed at center of ownership. Now by freeing them from exploitative aggregator based models. During the program, the top 6 performing Sathis will be honored at their for their outstanding contribution. Each honored Sathi will be provided. So now basically जो Uber Ola है वो टैक्स मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा फीस वगैरह चार्ज करते हैं, कमीशन बहुत ज़्यादा लेते हैं. तो यहाँ पर ये सरकारी ऐप आ गया है जिसका नाम है भारत टैक्सी. So this is very, very important. So that was it for 5th February. Okay, bye bye, take care, thank you for joining in.